Good day guys, Mark here again and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, you love cars, DIYs, and anything car related, please consider subscribing and check out my playlist. On today's video guys, I'm gonna show you the test that I know a lot of you guys are waiting for. We're gonna do a comparison between an NGK laser iridium spark plugs versus the Denso twin tip iridium. So the last test that we performed, we actually compared the Denso iridium twin tip to an NGK nickel alloy, or basically an ordinary spark plugs or replacement spark plugs. And clearly the Denso twin tip iridium won that battle. And this time we're gonna what do you call this, test it against the NGK laser iridium spark plugs. So before we begin, let's go ahead and basically understand what the difference between the two are, if there's any. Okay, so the Denso twin tip iridium, I do have the description on the previous video, but just a general description. The Denso iridium twin tip is made out of iridium. The tip is made out of iridium. The electrode or the ground is made out of platinum. Now, the Denso iridium twin tip claims that they have the twin tip technology is the most advanced technology yet, but that doesn't mean that it's gonna perform better against its counterpart, let's say the NGK laser iridium. Though the NGK laser iridium is a single tip spark plugs, the ground electrode is made out of platinum. The center electrode or the tip is made out of iridium as well. So what's the difference between the two? Okay, number one would be the NGK is only single tip. The Denso is dual tip. It has a tip on the ground electrode as well. What else? It is possible that the quality of the iridium that they use is different. Okay, so that's actually just my theory. So don't quote me on that. What else? The type of metal that they use for the spark plug itself, and yeah, that's basically it. That's the only difference I see, because both are made out of iridium, and the ground electrode is made out of platinum. So the performance difference will be a matter of I think the quality of the metal, the quality of the resistor, and maybe the design itself. Okay, so we're gonna test it on low voltage, medium voltage, and the maximum voltage possible. We're gonna check the power requirement, the color of the spark, and the size of the spark. Okay, all right, so let's get to know these bad boys. I know you guys are familiar. So this would be our current champion, the Denso iridium twin tip. Okay, so we're gonna test it against the NGK laser iridium spark plugs.
"12 seconds later."
Alright guys, so we're gonna perform the test and see who will prevail. On the right side, this is the Denso Iridium, and on the left side would be the NGK laser iridium spark plugs. They actually have the same length. It just so happened that the ceramic of the Denso iridium is small. That's why it actually goes well within the tester. And you can note, you can see that the NGK, it has a big ceramic. That's why it doesn't fit that well on the tester. Okay, but it will not affect in any way the test itself. Okay, so let's start with 1500, similar with the previous test, and we'll compare the spark size, the color, and the consistency. Okay. So for the on the video, guys, you'll see that the what do you call this? The spark is stopping, but it doesn't, guys. It's just pulsating. It has something to do with the frame rate of the video. Okay. So for the spark, clearly the NGK has a bigger spark compared to the Denso. That's on a low voltage. Let's go on the, or by the way, the color is almost identical. Okay, so it's bluish. So let's crank it up a bit. Okay, so at 2000, the color of the spark on the NGK stays bluish. Same with the Denso. In terms of the size, I think NGK still has the bigger spark. Let's crank it up some more. Okay, guys, check out the spark size and the color. So the NGK laser iridium has a bigger spark. Time to crank it up to max. Check out the size, guys. Check out, this is the NGK laser iridium. That's the Denso twin tip iridium. Look at the size, guys, and the color. Oh my god. The color of the, or I mean the size of the spark on the NGK laser is almost double the size of the Denso.
A few moments later.
Alright, guys, so clearly the NGK laser iridium won that test, or that battle. On the low voltage up to mid voltage, actually they are almost identical, but when you reach 3/4 of the power up to max, clearly the NGK produces stronger spark, bigger spark, and the color actually remains bluish or purplish white. At some point, actually, the Denso, when you hit max, you can see some strands that are red, okay? But on the NGK, it remained blue. Alright, guys, so thank you so much for joining me today. Clearly, the NGK laser iridium won this battle. They will be available within the week or next week, because they keep on selling out fast. They are priced at 1,500 pesos only for the set of 3. They are available nationwide through LBC. cash on delivery, cash on pickup available. Just send me a message on my Facebook page or Facebook account. That's all for today, guys. Again, my name is Mark. Thank you so much for all the people that that supports me on my journey as a vlogger, and I hope you guys stay subscribed on my channel. I might add some contents like travel vlogs using my Hyundai Eon, or for any future upgrades. I will upload it on the channel. Thank you so much, and see you guys on the next video.